Hi everyone, I hope you are all doing very well. So you are with Oracle Insight, and today's reading is a pick a card reading for a yes or no answer to a question that you have. So the cards are 1, 2 and 3. So go ahead and hold the question that you have in mind, and then you're going to feel into which of these cards resonate with you the most. You can make that selection, and then once you've done so, the timestamps are in the description below, and I shall see you in your reading. Hello to those of you who selected group number 1. So we're going to go ahead and choose the tarot cards that will determine whether the answer is yes or no for you. All right, so you've got the 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles and 5 of Pentacles, all Pentacles. Okay, so I'm going to call that as no. I'm going to select these two as no. I don't always see that as a no card, but I'm getting a sense that it is today. So no, no, and this is a yes. So 2 out of 3 indicate no. All right, so that is the answer to that question. So we are going to now select some cards for some more information. All right. Okay, you've got Grand Cross Provoker here, which does speak to cross purposes, energies that cross purposes with each other. There seems to be some tension in a situation right now. The events and creative endeavor, that could speak to some blockages in terms of your creative creative endeavors, yes, thank you. Creative endeavors, creative projects, maybe some inspiration has not been very forthcoming. Now, given that you've got the 5 of Pentacles here, I'm thinking that this could be relevant in the sense that there's some fear base around this, or indeed with the 4 of Pentacles, there could be some stuck energy as well. So that does... These 2 Pentacle cards are speaking to here. Now, the Knight of Pentacles really speaks to me about this being quite a long-standing endeavor that you've been looking at and working within. Now, you've got kindred partnership here. So that really speaks to more of the emotional, as opposed to what it is with these cards speaking to, well, these here at least, speaking to something more material, something that is being worked on or considered. With the kindred partnership, now, initially that does speak to partnerships, that does speak to a love relationship. But the way the cards are falling, this really is more about a partnership that is going to be very beneficial for you with regards to this endeavor that you are working on at the moment. And whoever it is that's going to come in is going to support or allow this flow of energy, because right now it's stuck. There's some blockages, there's some things aren't quite moving the way you would want it to do. And this could be confidence too, which once again speaks to the 5 of Pentacles. There's that fear consciousness there, and just not the confidence to do more or be out there more. Okay, so let's see if I can we can get some more tarot. But right now, I think the kindred partnership is speaking more to people who are going to be beneficial in connection with whatever project, or yeah, I'm thinking of it as a project or a situation, but it looks to be something that's because you've got pentacles, all pentacles there, so that does speak to me like you are developing something, you're building something material. Okay, oh wow, look, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, another Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Oh, and the Sun. Okay, yes. All right. So this is definitely, that's speaking to independence. So this is about pushing forth with whatever it is that you've been working on in order to achieve your independence, okay? And it's entirely possible because you've got the Sun here coming out with the kindred partnership. So whoever it is that's going to assist you, they are going to bring in a factor that's going to allow that Sun to really shine brightly for you, those positive energies. And it's going to clear away these blockages, because you've got the 5 of Swords here. So you've got 2 5s coming up, and they are clearly with this creative endeavor. Yeah, that really does speak to blockages that you are experiencing at the moment in terms of that creative flow of yours. And with the 5 of Swords, you've just got your, there are some inner conflicts going on, okay? But with this Knight of Pentacles, see, this is really encouraging you to hold strong, to hold firm, because the Knight of Pentacles is very sturdy, and it's a knight that moves forward with surety, okay? It's not about speed. So this current situation, there are no quick fixes. You've got to actually work through this. It will take, like with the Grand Cross and Provoker, there is effort to be made with this card. It's, all right, there are sacrifices to be made. There's work to be put in. But look, you've got 9 of Pentacles here, which does assure your independence. And that means that, you know, you're in a position to call the shots and to be able to benefit from these efforts that you are putting in. And with the Knight of Pentacles there, as I say, you are moving forward. It's just not a speedy process, right? But it's certainly, look, kindred partnership, Sun, all right? So there is somebody coming in that's going to assist you in some way, support you in some way to get through this passage of blockage. So this is a good thing. It's wonderful, all right? It just needs perseverance. Be the Knight of Pentacles. Keep moving forward, slowly but surely, all right? Okay, so let us see what the angels have to say for you. Oh, liberation. See, you must free yourself. There's freedom that you need to actually initiate for yourself, to free yourself from the shackles of these conflicting thought patterns, as well as this potential dip in confidence that you've experienced recently. So you have totally got this. Love that. So look, whatever blockage and confusion's happening here, it's moving, okay? But you need to help it along. You need to be proactive in its movement. But if you do that, and if you take control of those thought patterns, and that, you know, boost the confidence, do what you've got to do and get that up there, get that going, then this is what we've got to look forward to. The Sun and the 9 of Pentacles. Excellent. You're building something wonderful, so keep going. Perfect. All right then, group number 1, that is the reading that I have for you. And I certainly hope that it assists you in some way, and until I connect with you again, take care. Hello, group number 2, welcome. You have selected this card, so we are going to go ahead and determine whether the answer to your question is a yes or a no. Five of Pentacles showed up in the last one too. Let's see. Actually, I'm thinking that would be a yes. I'm feeling a yes for this one. I was, okay, so Knight of Cups is a yes for me. This is a clear no. It's the Seven of Cups that I needed time to think about and feel into. And I'm actually seeing that as a yes today. Yes. So 2 out of 3 of these cards is a yes. Okie dokie. So let us go ahead and select some cards which will give us a little more insight into the situation. Now, oh my gosh, that was the same card from the first pile, these two. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. Now, where was I? I was going to say something. Oh, goodness. Well, look at that. Interesting. 3 to the 4, increase, decrease, and we're looking at them both in reverse. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to, for this one, I am going to turn some tarot so I can get a little bit more in this situation. Let me move this. Great, well, that's what we want. 6 of Wands for victory. Okay. So, just like group number 1, even though when I look at it, no, it's not the same card, but it has the same similar energy as the card that came up for group number 1, and it's about a trying situation right now. Things that the Yod in Destiny really points to difficult times. It does point to things that are potentially out of your control. So we're talking about external circumstances here. There is this, it's really a hard time. This is really speaking to some tough times. Given that the 5 of Pentacles is showing here as well, so that could be, you may be experiencing some restrictions in finances, and of course, with the increase in reverse and the decrease, well actually no, let's just one at a time. These two, okay, so this speaks to a lack of some sort. And with the increase in reverse, now that is also speaking to restrictions in finances, in resources. However, with this card, it's more about restrictions that are self-imposed. It's like you are understanding that things, you need to cut back on some things. You know, you need to rein your finances in. It's like in preparation to get you through the tough times. And with the Page of Cups here, so you've got 3 cups on the table. So we're talking to emotions here with the cups. So the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups, we're talking about progressive energy here from the Page to the Knight. So I feel that in this situation, even though there does seem to be some restrictions right now, financial situation and your resources, that might be the case, but with the Page and the Knight of Cups here, I'm really getting a sense that you are, I think you've got quite a good sense of equilibrium about you, which is good because this is what you need in order to go through this trying situation with the resources here. But it does seem like with the 9 of of Wands. See, that's talking to these restrictions at the moment. They might not be quick moving. They may continue for some time. So given that's the case, this card is really encouraging you to take control over what you can at the moment. If external circumstances are forcing your hand in terms of cutting back on a few things or rearranging where you direct your finances, or however it is that you go about adjusting it, this is really supporting your ability to do so in order for you to go through this time of restriction. And the fantastic thing is that here you see the Six of Wands and the Decrease card in reverse. Now those pair up perfectly because they both speak to coming out from this energy here in a good position. All right, so that speaks to the victory, and this speaks to stabilizing yourself, coming back to that balance, being able to sorry for that interruption. I'd not dealt with the home phones. Okay, where was I? I was talking about the victory, I believe. So yes, the outcome here, you are going to come out of this in good stead. You're going to come out of this in a very good position, and it's because you took control of the situation here to adjust what you needed to adjust, and then that helps you be able to get back on your feet a lot faster and go forward at the end of it. And clearly with the Six of Wands here with the victory, that is fabulous. And I mean, the Seven of Cups here can point to lost opportunities, can point to disappointments in things that you had hoped to achieve during this time. But whatever the case, something's come up that's that's required a change of plans, and that's okay because you're going to come out of that fine. And then I also see this with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This also speaks to more opportunities coming through for you after this time, okay? But with the Nine of Wands here, it doesn't look like this is going to be moving through anytime soon, and certainly not within a month, I would say. At least a month, if not more, I would imagine. Yeah, but let's hold to the Six of Wands there. Great, and that Decrease in reverse too. Okay, excellent. All right then, let us see what angels have to offer. Here and now. Oh, I love that. This really says to me that your power is in the here and now. So no pining for the past. Don't get too far ahead of yourself in terms of what needs to be done in the future. Your focus on the here and now is what's going to hold you in good stead. Okay, so just let the external world be as it will be, and your focus is where you're at. Yeah, leave everything else up to everyone else. All right then, great. Group number 2, that is the reading that I have for you. I certainly hope that it assists you in some way as you move forward through this time. And until we connect again, take care. Hi, and welcome to those of you who selected card or group number 3. So now we are going to select some tarot cards to give us that yes or no answer. Oh, wrong way. How have I got this? Wrong way. That way. All right. So the Fool here and Justice, those are definite yeses, and this would be the no. So 2 out of 3 of these cards say a yes to me. Okay, and so now we are going to just select some cards to give us a quick look into the situation. Wow, that showed up in the last one. Okay, interesting. Oh my gosh, no, that showed up in the last one too. I'm like just pondering. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to get some more tarot, see what else can be seen. That wanted to come out, so we're going to give that, leave that there. All right, so situation at hand right now. So the Yod speaks to group number 3. Yod speaks to some trying times. It's some difficult times. There are things happening that feels like destiny's in play. It's not something that you would want for yourself, but you just don't have the control that you would like. And maybe with this King of Pentacles card here, you are used to being in control. You're used to having stability, and that's really throwing you for a loop. You've got Justice and the Fool at the top. So these are really, these major arcanas, they're talking to new beginnings, and thinking with these two, this could be like a resetting of the scales. Things need to be reset, rebalanced, slate wiped clean in a way. So whatever stability is going, whatever is causing that instability, whatever is causing that sense of maybe chaos or upheaval, it's connected to some kind of decrease in, I'm thinking resources. I'm getting a sense it's resources with the King of Pentacles. This is one of those times, those cycles that we go through where you may have created quite a lot of stability for yourself with the King of Pentacles, as I said. And this is one of those times where there is going to be the ebbing out of the tide. The tide's not coming in as you're used to having it come in. There is going to be some kind of restriction there to do with resources or finance. And it's with the 8 of Swords here, this is causing a lot of worry and concern for yourself. But I'm also seeing that with the 8 of Swords here, sometimes this is about self-imposed limitations. There are restrictions that are not actually as dire as you may think. Yeah, okay. So these two go hand in, really supporting each other in terms of the energy. So there could be some confusion. There could be a sense of things being out of control. I really do get the feeling here that it's not as bad as what you think. So that being said, with these cards here, the Deserving card in reverse and the 5, these two cards are really speaking to disappointment. This also, it's in the consciousness. See, consciousness here. So in that sector, this is about you potentially allowing thoughts and the disappointments and the negativity that could be influencing you due to this situation. It's being allowed to get the better of you here, but we don't want that. Okay, so now that you're watching this is a heads up for you to take control of that. All right, release yourself from these shackles, because as you can see, the fists here are like this. So they're actually in front of you. You're feeling like you're bound, but your hands are not behind your back, they're actually in front of you here, and you have the ability to release yourself. Because whatever's happening here with the Justice and the Fool, see, this is like there's a rebalancing of the situation. There might be some kind of karmic turning, karmic changing. There's some kind of finishing of some kind of cycle which supports a new beginning for you with the Fool. I want to see if we can get some more on that. Okay, Ace of Rods flipped over, so okay, so look, love that. Ace of Rods, see, that's a source of inspiration. That's a new source of inspiration. That goes perfectly with the Fool. And that 0 comes before the 1. So this is from here to here. So there's opportunities there to create something anew. There's opportunities there to step into, renew some kind of passion, some kind of inspiration for something, in something. But we've just got to get you past where things might just get the better of you and this disappointment takes over. And as a result of the disappointments and the low feeling down, then this starts to affect your positive thinking, and then that in turn creates more blocks, and we don't want that. So Ace of Rods, come on, let's see what else we've got. Oh look, Queen of Pentacles, okay, King, Queen there. Knight of Swords. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so what's coming out right now then is a situation which involves legalities, and because of this, there could be a separation involved, and because of the details involved in that separation, there is that decrease. So there's a sense of loss with something. It could also point to the relationship, but I don't see cups on the table. Oh yes, of course, sorry. The cups here. So yeah, so there could be, could also relate to a relationship that's ended, and the joint finances are requiring division. And that's where you're feeling tied up. So this could relate to both male, female. You've got both the King and the Queen on the table here. So you could be the King of Pentacles or you could be the Queen of Pentacles. Either which way, the energies are there for both, and you can apply yourself to whichever of these connects. But regardless, there is a new opportunity, a new beginning here once this is completed its course, all right. But there does seem to be heavy-heartedness to be gotten through first before that opportunity comes through. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let us see. But the Knight of Swords, I mean, there could be a Knight of Swords person involved, and once again, this could be male or female. It's the energy of a Knight of Swords. So there could be one, I was thinking as Knight of Swords to clear away this disappointment, because the swords are talking to, you know, the mental state, the conscious. Oh dear. It could actually be that there is a third party involved here, but see that the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords is looking in this direction and away from the King of Pentacles. I have to be I'll just have to be transparent in what I'm getting. So, but once again, I must stress that the Queen of Pentacles doesn't necessarily mean that it's the female part in this relationship. It's the energy of, okay? Just like the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles could be masculine. The Knight of Swords could be feminine, all right? Same thing with the King of Pentacles, all right? But I'm going to reiterate what I said with the Eight of Swords though, because your hands are bound in the front, it's not as, okay, just hear me out, that it's not as bad as you think. There are things that you're feeling that you don't have control over, but you actually have control over a lot. You've got control over a lot because you are the King of Pentacles energy here, right? And you're used to taking control of things. You're used to being in a stable position and one that affords you the ability to move forward. And so with the Ace of Rods, which is an opportunity given from The divine, this is showing you, this is reminding you that regardless of what happens here, this sense of loss, disappointment, being down and out, that doesn't have to be you. You can stay in this energy here. All right, you can obviously have your dips. We all go through situations where, you know, it's up and down sometimes, but essentially have that inner strength within you, because I get the sense you have that anyway. But yeah, new beginnings. Let's focus on the new beginnings, the wonderful new beginnings to come out of this, okay? All right, that is what we're going to do, because we've got justice here to clear away that confusion. Yes. Very good. Okay, let us see here and now. All right, so this is about focusing in on the here and now. Don't go back to the past. Your energy is going to be lost in the past and it's going to be lost in the future. This is where you have the control. All right here and now. So that's what you have to claim for yourself. That is what you need to focus on. Each moment, hour, day, week, month, as you move forward, okay? Be in the now, and when you are, that confusion is going to be lifted, and whatever bounds here that have tied you up, you're going to release those from yourself. Yes, very good, very good. This is what we want. So this is the positives we're going to focus on right here, okay? That's your energy, that's your normal energy, and that's what you're going to take through right through to the end, okay? We'll leave that in the non-manifested. Yes, exactly. There you go. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Indeed. Group 3, that is the insight I have for you. I really do hope that it provides some value for you as you go through these times. And until I connect with you again, all the best and take care.